Good afternoon, fellow seekers. Hi, surprise. How are you? Happy Friday. Welcome to Lost Opal Tarot. We use things like tarot, Lenormand, oracle, astrology, astronomy, hermetic alchemy, elder Futhark runes, etc., in order to help illuminate the path to the higher self. That is to say, the best version of you. I hope you will join me. It might be early afternoon. That's what time it is where I am presently. 2:05 p.m. Might be later in the evening, very early in the morning for you. But wherever you are, whatever time it is, remember to love yourself, please. Okay? Okay, glad we got that out of the way. It is late in the afternoon. Yeah, I got a little free time. So, hi, what are you doing? Me? Nothing. This very well may just be us hanging out, talking to a wall. But for some reason, I get the feeling I'm supposed to be here right now. So here we are. Queue is open. I doubt there's gonna be much foot traffic, if any, at the moment. Hey Artemis. You come in just to prove me wrong. Hi. I was just sitting here talking, saying it's probably gonna be just us for a little while. It's late in the afternoon, right? It's a Friday. I highly doubt most people are concerned about talking with a reader before they go out for the weekend. Maybe I'm wrong. Something tells me I'm supposed to be here right now. I don't know. So, we're here. But hello, Artemis Val. Hi, how are you? I was just thinking about you, literally not like 30 seconds ago. I guess we can go to the normal view, huh? I was just giggling at your pull for me the other day. I didn't make it to looking up what the last card was, but just funny to me, being a Gemini Cancer, you bring me a Gemini card and a Cancer card successively. And even, oh yeah, the last one was a Moon card. Figures, so all accurate. 10 p.m. there. You told me where. I won't say where, I remember though. 10 p.m. there. You finally talked to your wife. Uh-oh. You're gonna have to, I hope, give me a pass if you and I had spoken about something going on with the wife or not. But I hope you got it figured out. Okay, fuck yeah. Massive win. Talks with the opposite sex or just your loved one in general, okay? You know, those talks where you don't know what you're walking into exactly, but walking away with a win, especially as a dude, at least, you know, for my part, walking away with a win is far few between, so we silently celebrate those. So, right? Don't let anybody see you doing it, but just know that's what I'm doing over here for you. That's not who's getting read. That should say your name here. Smiley. There. All better. Yeah, I you know, I didn't come with anything crazy today. my tie is the craziest thing today, I think. It wants to go 2 different directions. It's very interesting. Otherwise, it has been an extremely sleepy day for me. I could go back to sleep right now. Guarantee it. I mean, like right this instant. Just boop, boop, boop. 3 buttons. Bed's like 15 feet away. Let's go. That's how I'm feeling on a Friday. How about you? How's your Friday treating you? I've been watching, I don't know what happened to me today. I've been watching Game Grumps, if you're familiar with them. But really just my brain is like this weird ebb and flow between doing nothing and then doing everything, right? I'll pick up a book and I'll read for like 15 minutes, right? I'll start to actually do something and my brain just shuts off and it's like, no, not that. Okay. All day has been like that. Very annoying. You had to work all day. I wish I had to work all day at a job I didn't completely fucking hate. I wish this was just my job all day, not just sitting around doing nothing, but, you know, just being a literally available to you guy all day. Right? Kinda am. Message me in Discord. You need a read? It's 2 a.m. I might be awake. I don't know. Try. Right? I think that also might be part of it, you know, getting shot down by a job that I thought was a for sure. That, man, baffling. Not even baffling. I can't even say it's confusing. This is just the way of the world, right? But it's disheartening when you do everything right, right? And then even the people that you're talking with were like, no, we loved you. We just love this guy more. Basically, like there is no rhyme or reason to it. Flip a coin, and just went to the other guy. That's all it is. But at the same time, it's still extremely deflating to have a place be like, yeah, no, you're great, but no, we don't want you. It's like, okay, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You know? This is what it's like, you know, in relationships when you two are perfect for each other, but for whatever reason it just does not align. Not now. She's moving to Europe for college and, you know, you're going to Canada or wherever. Just not meant to be. That's all. So, you know, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, try again. But I do miss having, you know, purpose. Part of the enjoyable part of having a job for me is just helping people. But I usually work IT jobs where I don't really talk to people. I talk to computers, mostly. Mostly. So, hopefully, someone out there has a position for my happy ass. We'll see. It is a brand new year, after all. Right? Can't be carrying over last year's bullshit into this year. See? Even the song agrees. The music almost stopped. So, considering the thing I want to make already exists to a degree, I'm finding, I don't know, I kind of wanted to talk about this thing some more. I feel like this little book, I say little, it's huge, format wise, but what's in this book, this is called An Illustrated Guide to the Tarot by Jonathan D. There are effectively, I'm finding, across all of our systems, there are, if you will, kind of like Bibles, I guess we'll call them, for each of the different systems. So for anybody in the future, or even now, watching, let's see, this thing, is this the one? No, we want this one. This thing. Here is your tarot family tree. Okay? This, we live way down here. Okay? Modern offshoots. All right? Oh. Hello, Z5Z. Wow. It looks like, your name looks like a little wand. Or a little spiral popsicle. Lollipop, whatever. But hi. We were just talking about random stuff, but hello. Your name comes through as just the letter M, very fancily. I love it. Let's see if it works here. Oh, it sure does. There you go. That's all you come through as to me. M. How weird. Just for the sake of saving some confusion, I'm gonna put your name as it actually shows. Okay. There you go. There you are. Hi. What can I do for you? Would you like a thinking, feeling, doing spread? Or a daily vibe spread? Do you have something in specific? Will you travel to study abroad this year? So my friend, Z5Z is what we're gonna go with. I don't do specifically future questions, okay? Future is unknowable, as you have free will at all, right? But in the interest of getting you some information, I will ask the energy surrounding your question and the energy inviting you forward from it. But I can almost assure you the answer will be in the form of a question back to you. Are you doing, if that's something you want to do, are you doing what you need to in order to make that happen, right? So, 2 cards. Okay. Both blocked the Sun and Temperance. Okay. Let me get this out of the way real quick. The Sun and Temperance. So the Sun, we can imagine what the Sun is, yeah. We have one in our solar system. Praise be to it. Right? But in tarot terms here, our first word gives it away. This is blocked illumination, blocked knowing, blocked consciousness, blocked awareness. Right? You want to know more about the upcoming year's future. This card is just typically making sure we're talking to you card. We know this, right? Now, moving on. The energy inviting you forward, should nothing change. Temperance, but reversed. Upright, this is the card of integration. You'll see a little road in the path here, and it's hard to see it, but way back here, this is actually a crown hidden in the back. Whoa. If it'll focus, can you do it? Try again. Yeah. It's difficult to make out, but it's actually a little crown back there. Okay? So there's still further work to be done to reach, that full enlightenment when the card is upright. You'll notice our figure has one toe in the stream and one toe on land. Okay? Meaning that they are both grounded as well as in touch with their emotions. Okay? Their intuition. All parts of the whole integrated in this. You'll notice they have little angel wings, right? But they are walking on land. Why? They don't need the wings anymore. They are integrated, right? All parts of the whole coming together. So, we get this blocked moving forward. So, without moving forward into the future, making sure we have integrated all the lessons in our life to achieve an outcome that we want as desirable, we cannot say whether that will be an integrated part of your life or not. That it remains to be seen. Okay? The only way to find out, continue forward with the year, okay? You're very welcome. Parlous Louch, I love your name. This is music from Stream Beats, if you're so inclined. You can literally pay $5, download the entirety of this person's discography, and save it on your private computer and play it whenever you want for yourself. But if you want to play it on a stream, $5 a month. Otherwise, $5, you get a whole bunch of songs and stuff like this. Some of it even has lyrics. But not what I want, obviously. Not what I want, obviously. But yeah, like I say, I don't expect much traffic right now. We're kind of just here just in case, Maybe, just maybe, somebody needs to talk to us. You are learning how podcasts are done. Well, it's kind of a podcast, I guess. You can, maybe count me as research. I don't know. What kind of questions you got? I can tell you what I know about equipment. What are your goals, right? How many people are going to be on this podcast? What do you know about audio engineering? How are you with a soundboard? Are you going to be doing digital or analog stuff? Like what, Lots of questions there. But yeah, Artemis. I hope you don't mind that I don't call you Artemis Fowl. Artemis is far easier. You tell me if that's a problem. And that person had such a cool name that when you paste it in to other stuff, it comes through as like a Unicode character. They had like the spooky magic M, all cursive and script. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me put this back. This doesn't belong to us. That belongs to the person with the M. I feel like Zorro just came through, but it'd be Moro. Artemis, what can I do for you? Are we gonna trade reads again? I have to admit, as much as it pains me to do a roast reading on somebody, I have to admit they're very funny. I don't know what I'm allowed to talk about. You know who I'm talking to. When I start talking about this, I'm sure. Somebody did a reading for me. but very, I mean, fucking hilarious to me. 100%. Especially when all you can do is stare at the screen like, yeah, that sounds about right. Right? From an outsider looking in perspective, yeah, that's probably accurate. Absolutely. But my God, what an awful thing. What kind of spread do you want? I can't remember. Did we do a roast for you yesterday? I don't think we did. Not that we have to. I can't remember who we did. I think we did. Look, who was that? Yeah, I like those. That's probably one of my favorite spreads. Yeah, I didn't think so. We did one for 2 people, I think, and one for me. One, that's right, one for Mocha. Laura or something? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. Even the music knows that we just want to fucking relax today. Artemis, what do you do for work? Am I allowed to ask this? What do other people here do for work? I'm IT nerd. God, by the look of it though, I'm gonna have to go do something different for a little while till I get back into an IT role. Which super blows, but what does the mind need? The body and the soul. My goodness. Well, you're a chef. I think you may have told me this. I forget. That would be why I ask you again, though, wouldn't it? Shocking. So 10 swords, page wands. Page swords. Page. Yep, yeah, you. Exactly what I'm looking for. What kind of food do you cook? And let me rephrase. Not what kind of food do you cook at your job. What kind of food do you cook? You probably, I don't know. I find this to go one of 2 ways with cooks and chefs. You either cook absolutely nothing at home anymore, or B, you make absolutely delightful food for yourself all week, but you do it at work. Parlous Louch, yes, we have a multitude here. There are several. Oracle decks, probably, what? 5 different Oracle decks. And like 25 different tarot decks, but yeah, you did tell me this breakfast food. That's all I want all day. I want that right now, in fact. Perhaps later. Thoughts on turkey bacon? While you're telling me that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you about your spread. Okay. What does the mind need today? This is literally the mind is begging for rest at this point. I mean, we know this figure all too well. This is one of the ones everybody kind of freaks out about. Just so we're extremely clear, in RWS, okay, yes, this man has been run through, okay? Modern interpretations would have you, lighten the impact of the art of this card. So in RWS, this card is meant to represent an undeniable truth, effectively. Okay. So upright, this is in the Path of Swords. That's what the story tells us, right? Effectively a lie. We've been telling to ourselves or to others. We have used intelligence effectively for manipulation and for, effectively. Not the grandest of purposes, okay? But as we can see on the card, this person very clearly has had 10 swords run through them. I mean, there's no beating around the bush with this. There is a sword in this person's head, right? But in RWS, this is meant to represent an undeniable truth, and even more so now, if this were in most any other type of question, this would be a truth that is now, right, the blocked undeniable truth. Okay, but at this point, this would be like the cup that is filled too much. It is now overflowed. So that truth, no matter what you do, is out, right? Period. But we're still trying to suppress it in some way. However, for you, since we ask, what does the mind need today? All this mental effort and strain we've been going through, right? No more. This pretty much says, whoever works in the power plant of the brain, please make a phone call to them directly and tell them to shut it all down. All of it. Okay? Not forever, just for now. Okay? Parlor Slouch, I don't know, have you looked into any Lo Scarabaeo's works? I know that they write, they're out of Italy. Okay, but they usually, when they release a deck, they print it in their little guidebook, right? The cards may be in English or Italian or whatever language, right? But the actual guidebook usually comes with translations in multiple languages. Might help you. I don't know. Well, it depends on what year you're looking at. Depends on what year. Oh my God, guys, the answer to our prayers. Diverse passion wants to make us famous. It's just everything I hoped and dreamed for when I started doing this. To become famous. I didn't know. Now I know. Yeah. I'm just saying, depending on which version you get, you may get a different edition. So, like for me, okay, there is a 2000s edition of the Lo Scarabeo Solabusca, but it goes under the name The Ancient Enlightened Tarot. The guidebook that comes with it is a little different. They now have an updated version from the year 2019, I think. Also Lo Scarabeo. Completely different style of cards, right? Different book. Different, I mean, completely different everything for the most part. So, for me, interesting to go and check what your actual meanings and what information you are getting across different releases, printings, if you will, might actually say. Interesting to me. But anyways, Artemis, what does the body need? More mind. No new adventures of the mind. You've done enough. Literally, we have done enough things. You notice your whole spread is reversed? Okay, are you getting the message that it's time to put the mind to rest today? It's late where you are. My God. As far as I'm concerned, this is telling you to go to sleep. Our Page of Wands typically represents a female querent, whatever, person asking. Okay, that's all that means. But in this case, tarot doesn't care our gender. Okay, but this would be somebody looking for new stuff to do, right? New places to take the mind. Brand new thought patterns, new ideas, okay? This is a Mercury card. One of my planets. Finally, what does the soul need? The same request, but of the soul's fire. Nothing. No movement in any direction toward any new projects. No new happenings. No, you know. No more effort put into passions for the day, okay? Okay? I'm sure I don't need to explain these to you, Artemis. But there you go. That's what I get when I read you. Ta-da! Let me know if you have questions. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm supposed to put our emojis on Kick, but I haven't made it that far. Sorry. I'll get there eventually. Kick is more so, honestly, it's just to have the door open for people on Kick. More viewers is more viewers, more people to potentially talk to, right? Someone, kind of funny for me. The people in YouTube and Twitch land may get upset with me, and I may, hopefully not violate any TOS wherever. But people in Kickland may get a little bit different rules than the rest of the world. In case you're unaware, Kick is primarily for streaming, wow, streaming, gambling type stuff. So I can't imagine that there are, that there will be a time where someone doesn't come in and ask us what they should do on a bet. I may oblige that person, considering they're on the Kick platform. We already know it's a gamble, right? We've accepted this risk. I might be willing to work with that. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes, if the time comes. But otherwise, maybe you just had a bad beat at the table and you just want someone to come tell you what a good person you are, what a good guy you are. You just want a little self-love spread after that bad beat. Well, you come see your old pal Tucker. Opal here, okay? Oh, God. Hello, truth be told. Hi. For you, good evening. Oh. Truth be told, my little heart broke. I saw our amazing president put a travel ban on everybody, even from people coming from your country. Womp womp. So many people from so many places. It makes me laugh to think that these people even want to fucking come here right now. You know? The US banned like 60 some odd countries from travel. Like just straight up was like, nah, which is not good. But I saw your country's name on the list. So sorry, sweetheart, we can't get together this weekend. No private jet this week. It's just gonna be me at the mansion here. Jesus Christ. That's insane. Our world, man, what a beautiful place we live in, isn't it? Aren't people just so kind and sweet and loving and polite everywhere you turn? You knock on your neighbor's door and they just got a fresh batch of cookies. They just been waiting for you all day. Couldn't wait to see how you are, right? What you doing? No. I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about you, right? That's how everybody is. Everywhere you go. Your barista, your cooks, your servers, you know, the people that you pass by, everybody's got a smile on their face. We just can't wait to be next to one another. Right? Yeah. That's what's happening right now, 100%. Truth be told, good evening to you. We're just kind of hanging out. This is a late stream in the day. I was gonna take today off, but I'm kind of, you know, I keep like trying to start stuff and it's not happening. Right? I have read numerous books today, but it keeps only lasting for like 5 or 10 minutes before my brain is screaming. I don't know, do something, but I don't know what it is. Right? Already applied for work? I don't know. How do I explain this? Like, if you've seen in the movies where like someone's soul is out of their body, it feels like something's just pulling on mine, you know? Not quite sucking it out of me, but wants it to go somewhere, and I don't know where. I don't know why. It's very strange. It might, maybe, I have stuff to do tomorrow. So it might have to do with that, but I really don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, it happens to me from time to time, but it's not even the out of body, it's just the anticipation of something that doesn't exist. This happens to me from time to time, and I cannot explain why. Part of anxiety, I would imagine. Which brings us to an excellent point. If you take medications, here's your med check. Just in case that is what it is. Let's do a doer. They do like to creep up on me. Always, truth be told, I can have an existential meltdown sitting on the toilet. Right? It sucks. I'm the type to be with friends, right? And to be like in the back seat of the car, and you're like in the middle seat, and you got two friends, right? One on your left, one on your right. Car's full, just with people you love, and they're all singing to a song that they just love, right? Having the time of their fucking lives. You're on your way to the beach. Okay? I'm the type to be sitting in that position, to be completely engrossed in the situation, seeing how much, like how beautiful this moment is, and then to have the absolute awful, horrific thought while we're going through an intersection, man, wouldn't that be shitty if a car just T-boned us right now and killed us all? Thanks, brain. Right? My brain sometimes will not even allow me to just enjoy the fucking moment. It's infuriating. You have a beautiful voice. It's so calming. Here, allow me to talk about awful shit with this calming voice. I kind of think, right, that is kind of the superpower, right? If you will, that's one of my gifts. We're allowed to talk about ugly stuff in a calm way, in a rational way. Yes, very ugly thing I just said. I agree. I wish my brain didn't do that either. But that's where we are. We do the best with what we got, you know? Those are my challenges. See, the other side of the fence for that, I'm still here. Over and over again after how many times maybe this thought, you know? A handful, but when they happen to me, they stick with me, you know? They're gross. But we're still here. It never happens. Right? It doesn't the awful thing we think, thank God, never comes. But the think is there. I once told a cab driver of mine that I wish I was like 5 times dumber than I am now. Because I look at, I know these people, okay? I won't name names, but some people out there, not the brightest, but man, their life, they're going through just some of the most awful things I've ever seen, and they are just so happy. But they just, you know, they don't fully understand like the shit that they're in. And then even inversely, you have the people who are both fully well aware and are still happy by choice. I envy them. But man, to be just a little less aware of the, you know, the effects that things have, right? To be able to foresee what choices, what outcomes they may have. To have deep empathy, to be able to really, really not just sit next to somebody, but truly sit with somebody and their pain, right? A little overwhelming, to say the least. You know? Something we're all learning to deal with, I would argue. That's just the human experience. But still, it would be nice to be a little, you know, I guess normal. We are wired in such a way that it is the brain constantly in storyteller mode. You know, I can't look at something without having just fucking elaborate thoughts about something else while I'm thinking about the thing I'm staring at. It's very, very exciting. Our ADHD meds help a little bit, but, you know, not completely. Learning every day, yes. That is why you will not see me claiming the title of mastery of like anything, right? Like officially, you know. Forever the student. Forever the student. I just want to point out in tarot the number 8, okay? In some systems, sure, 8 strength, right? But can be reversed, could be justice. But sure, you want to make that argument all day, I really don't care. 8, as far as I'm concerned, is our number for strength and infinity. Okay? This guy even has it over his head. You'll find the symbol all over, and even historical versions of the deck. But you'll notice the number for infinity is just a mirrored sign, right? Duh. It goes on forever. Strength. Never ending. Here, if we take that meaning, mastery is something that we do infinitely. For the moment you have made the claim of absolute mastery of something, to me, you're making a statement that there's nothing else to learn about it. I disagree. Always. Always something to learn. Right? Hi, Anne-Marie. Truth be told, it's your turn for a reading, dearie. See this? See this person? See these pixels? Yeah, yeah, yes, absolutely. This goes so much deeper, right, Parlous? God. Uh, what choices do you have? Would you like a fork in the road spread? It'll be a card for you, and then the two little forks, two more cards. Path A, Path B. But, I mean, technically we could start. Technically, we should start with getting you a number. So we should draw a card to see how many available paths you have. With the reminder that you do have the option for 0 in the deck. So, you know, just saying. But we can draw a card, get a numeric value from it, and then draw cards. The number of cards that it says. So, would that work for you? We got to start with the number. Sounds good, you said. Oh, well, figured out why your readings have been mostly reversed. Ah, well, sorry to hear, Anne-Marie, but now you know. Shitty news, but now you know what it is. You know what to call it. You have a thing to like attack, right? Truth be told, I hope you won't mind. I'm going to use this to get our number, okay? Meaning, since we're just using this to get a card, I'm just going to shuffle digitally and pull you a card. Of course. 10. 10 paths. Okay? I was afraid of this. 10 cards, truth be told. So I'm going to go ahead and take that as an argument to say that we have a multitude of paths. Yes, I was hopeful maybe we'd get like 3, 4, maybe, you know. But here I am wrong. But notice your card was the 10 cups reversed. So celebration at this point blocked. Obviously, because we're trying to figure out a path. But in this case, we're going to have to go back to the original. Card for you. 2 cards. This way, that way. Okay? But, technically, you wanted to know what choices you have right now. Well, they are many. They are abundant. 10. Reminder, 10 near completion. Okay? Casino cut. So you know I'm not messing with your cards. We're not going to draw 10 cards. I hope you can understand why. So, you. I like how this is turning out already. You. This is the card to represent you. In our system here, pages are typically recognized as female. Okay? I'm going to read this to you because I think you're going to like some of it. This person is someone who is mischievous. They enjoy drama. They are easily bored and like to stir up the pot wherever she can. The Page of Wands looks as if they have just hatched some improbable plot, which will no doubt provide them with much amusement. Matters of the soul's fire. We're in the desert looking for the new adventure. Fascinated by these little growths sprouting out of our wand. What do they do? What do we do with this? Where does it lead us? Where can it take us? What can it make, right? That kind of energy. Next card. Are you right or left-handed? Truth be told. Or are you ambidextrous? And in which case, tell me what you prefer. Left or right? Top or bottom? You know, that kind of shit. Which one? Left or right? Right-handed. Right-handed it is. Okay. So, on your dominant hand, we have the Page of Pentacles. More. New adventures. Okay? This one, though, specifically, asks us to reevaluate where we're working, our routines, even the things you own, okay? But this is to start taking inventory of Pentacles, Earth, okay? Matters of your health, your wealth, your physical world, Earth, stuff you can touch. But just keep in mind that Pentacles, this is spirit manifest, okay? Meaning the pentagram is a symbol for us. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, the soul, right? So we're trying to manifest spirit into the real world. I think that marries with your little passionate new adventure representation of you quite well. So that's 1. 2. The Empress. Okay. This one. So, depending on how you want to take this, this card could literally, you could take this to mean a call out to you to be like, hey, be a mom. Okay? But you get 2 Earth cards effectively. One back to back. Okay? This is Mother Earth over here. The nurturing mother, the ultimate nurturing mother, okay? The one that we're standing on right now. Okay? She's pregnant in this photo. This picture, this art. She sits in a wheat field with her little I am woman, hear me roar shield with the sign of Venus on the shield, right? It's even like a little heart. But notice, she's not on defense. It's just there. Kind of like a little coat of arms type deal, you know? So, weirdly enough, I've never been put in this position where I've had to say these words, but your left hand effectively says to me to tell you, I don't know, be a mom, take care of someone else, grow a garden. I don't know, but something here specifically in regard to taking care of either the self or others. I cannot say which. I would argue more so others, right? For your Empress energy. I'm going to read this to you, just in case. Okay? Mother Gaia. Motherhood and the mothering principle. Nurturing, protecting, raising, growing. Giving birth to a child, a project, or an idea, creation, self-care, care of others. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here, right? This is a card of both passion and innocence. The roses, love, right? Wearing all white. Purity. But this card is another card in the deck that is somewhat of a whore Madonna, right? Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. Apparently, it asked you to redirect focus there. Apparently. So I guess if you want the short version of this, passions lead you either to primarily focusing on the care of others, right? You could look at this as like even a teacher, right? Like a preschool teacher or whatever. Well, whole family's here then. Well, just remember, the spread is for you, your choices. I don't think a spread would ask you to pick over your children in any way. So, I take this as literally talking to you about either being a stay-at-home mom, taking care of the kiddos and the self, or B, you know, going out into the real world, doing shit you want to do, whatever that is. Not sure. That's what this says to me, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know what you got on your plate, you know. None of my business, frankly. But yeah. That alone is a mouthful, right? Go out into the real world or stay home. Take care of others. Okay, well, yeah, you know. I'm not gonna dive too much into that. Boop. Oh, sorry. Got stuff in the way. Can't see numbers. Yes, indeed, Parlous. Sometimes we just have to let the narrative unfold. See, now, I don't do future readings on the stream here, right? Now, that said, truth be told, I know it's better to get an outside source to read for you, but technically, these are questions. You did get back the number of 10 blocked, right? So technically, you could pull 10 cards for yourself right now. I would for you, but space is limited. I mean, I can make the cards a little smaller, but 10 cards, you know, we're gonna be here a while. To really see how 10 cards play out, you know what I mean? You may as well just go outside at that point. Like, Jesus Christ. Tis indeed. You want another one while we're here, just hanging out? Oh God, sorry I bumped you. Someday I'll have a proper setup where that won't happen. Until that day, you must endure being abused in your ear holes. Sorry. One more thing, truth be told. Let's see. Ooh, I saw water. We're not gonna shuffle these too crazy. We only ever draw one, right? I do wish I use reversals. I may have to stop with this deck. I just hate that the art, like we know immediately that this is gonna be a reversal, right? I dislike that. Talisman, okay. Talisman blocked. Are we aware of what a talisman is? Yes, just in case we're not. Technically, talisman, okay? You can put, for anyone who isn't here, let's just make sure we're ultra super clear. I'm a weirdo, okay? I'm a goofy Gemini Cancer. So, part of my problem is I wish to be abundantly clear. Okay? But, for the sake of our work, it does somewhat matter. Alright? This thing here in our field, right, there are specific like types of, if you will, like shaman, okay, warlock, witch, will, whatever term you want to use, whatever cute thing you want to call this, right? There are many words for it, but specifically inscribed. Okay? This can be a wearable or just something that, you know, you attach to other things by way of little hooks or whatever, right? Stuff like that. So, that is the card you get, but blocked. So, let's see. 3 and 1 brings us to the Emperor in Tarot. 31 is the card number of the deck. This guy, okay, this dude asks us to know thyself fully. Okay? This is the King of Kings, if you will. But one of their primary functions is knowing of the self, right? Can't run the kingdom if we don't know ourselves, obviously. Now imagine running, 7 kingdoms as emperor. You got a whole globe to run effectively. Talisman. The talisman represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time. It also invites you to find or create and charge an appropriate symbol, amulet, or mantra to help support your current endeavors or healing. Empower this talisman with your intention to evoke its magic in your everyday life. So, for me, this would be a call out. In the most gentle way possible, keep an item of protection on your person, but as well, have we been meditating enough lately? Are we making sure our little spells of protection we say aloud with the words we use are not only used for others, but for the self as well? Makes sense? Okay. For me, this would be a call out to ask, are we meditating enough? Do we have enough? Are we steeled enough effectively? Okay. Neato. I have a little, you don't know it, but all the little points back here, all the little stars, there are 8 of them. You can't see one of them, or you can't see multiples of them, but strength. It's hidden on the table. Tee-hee. The octagram. I would believe, truth be told. I don't know. Possibly call out to cleanse your talismans? I'm not sure. Octagram. Yeah, that's what these are. These up here? Oh, you can't see that. These things? Octagram. Yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you. That's just a little add-on to your read anyway. You already knew what the first part was. So, I don't know. If you want to make it real spooky, you have a cursed item on your person. Woo. Yeah. That's more so what I would take this as, honestly. Go get a new one. Make a new one, whatever you do. Apparently, this thing wants you to participate in fucking in commerce. Okay? For the markets to turn, you have to spend money and then make money and spend money. Duh, you know this, right? An economy can't work without it. Duh, Jesus Christ. I've never seen a tarot deck. I know, right? That's the only logical thing. But technically, this thing did just go out and it did just get up and tell you to go out and spend money, pretty much. I know, so am I, honestly. But technically, it did just tell you, open your wallet, go buy something, whatever you like, I don't know. Good afternoon to you. Hi. I feel spiritually attacked all the time by these decks. How are you, Sir Josepher? Well, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what your talisman is about, but yeah. Time to go buy a new crystal tower. Tell it to keep whatever the hell this was about out of your house and call it a day. Or whatever you do. I don't know what you like. You know. I cheat. I carry my shit on me all day. Oh, yes, I'm sure. You're welcome. Thank you. It's kind of us just hanging out, honestly. Not that I ever have, you know, some elaborate game plan when I come on to stream, but yes, yes. We can certainly speak to them, can't we? I'm sure you'll find out. I'm still waiting. Technically, I did a reading for myself at like 1 in the morning. And it was a Lenormand. And I got whip and man. So conflicted man. And I've just kind of been sitting here all day waiting for what it is, you know? But even then, I can't, you know, I can't say, you're at work, hi. Yeah. A watched pot never boils, indeed. Yeah, it was right before bed. But even still, I mean, I know to a degree what it was about, but still, I just kind of, you know, before bed, I never know how to take the readings. I gotta stop like doing them right before I go to sleep when I've already like been awakened to the new day, right? I just torture myself, right? Did this apply to the last like hour, or does this apply to this day going forward? Right? I don't know. There are many hours left in this day, so we'll see. We'll see. I guess technically, if you think about it, well, we are in the pattern, right? We're here again, streaming. Hi, how are you? Let's see. I don't think anybody's in the queue. It's just us, right? Yeah. We're just hanging out. We are just hanging out. Now you got me sitting over here. Parlous Lock, legit, $5. Stream Beats, all one word. I think it's streambeats.net is his website. I can't remember. Hell something. Some very nice man. We'll take $5 a month to let you have license to play his music on your streams and stuff. So that way I don't get sued. But a lot of it is very enjoyable. To me, at least. Currently consulting nobody. Your name here. Smiley. Bam. See how that works? We need like a little button. You know, like a dealer button. Table's open or the table's closed or whatever. I guess I could do that. See, this is how I get myself into trouble. I start imagining ways to add things to the stream, and then we just go down the rabbit hole. But I could totally make a little gift that we could just flip out, like this little thing way up there, the little wax seal. Could be like green or red, you know? Wonder if that's the new thing, what? What's that? Arwa62412. My dear, just for future reference. Hello, AAA. Thank you for the sub. But Arwa, just for future reference. The way you get a read, you gotta type !join in the chat. Okay? So, what love is coming for you? I can absolutely give you a spread about your next aligned relationship. Would you like that? That lives down here in the love stuff. This one. What positive energy are you currently sending out in matters of love? What type of partner aligns with that energy? And what steps can you take to align yourself with your next real relationship? Does it work for you? Small games within a podcast. I mean, that's kind of what, isn't that what streaming is already? And its current kind of, gamer format, especially on places like Twitch. So I guess I don't know what you mean. Mini games inside the podcast? Are you talking like things that viewers can participate in? Arwa62412. I don't know what's happening for you. Did you hear my question to you, my dear? Arwa62412. The questions up here, these are what I would be asking for you for love, okay? I mean, I'm not muted, right? Arwa62412, let me know if you want these. Oh. Trash man's here. Why on a Friday? Well, I guess your name here will remain in the currently consulting spot. It's either that or, some people, the current format, all right, the current, how do I put this? The current climate, I guess, for tarot readings, at least, like what we're doing here, is just like what you just saw. People come in and they just spout a question off, right? Which is extremely baffling to me. I don't mean to be rude to anybody that does that, but I can assure you that is not how you interact with people in the real world, right? You don't treat people like they're just some Rolodex of information to be used at your fucking beck and call, effectively, right? But that is what the current climate has absolutely done to this type of practice. It's no longer about doing the actual work, right? It's now about just a dopamine release. People only want to hear what they want to hear, as per usual, but they want to come in to a channel and just, be told that effectively everything is okay, that everything that they're thinking is right. Right? They want to know about other people's thoughts, inappropriate things, in my opinion. Right? If that's the kind of stuff you're wanting to do, go get yourself a tarot deck. Have a seat, learn, right? But that whole mentality of just walk in a room, don't even say hello, right? Just immediate into a question, assuming that, like, what do you think is happening here, right? We just been waiting all day for you to pop in with that question, right? It's just a very strange mentality to me. But that is what currently other broadcasters have bred, right? They will tell you this information about your future, which they cannot, I assure you, stand by as absolute fact. It may be right. I don't know. I've seen it happen, sure. But saying with absolute certainty that this is what's going to happen to you, I find kind of pompous, right? This is information that is meant to be helpful, insightful. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, this isn't even just a bitch. This is just an observation on what, how things work. And it just makes me a little sad, right? This is what people that do this work, this is what they typically would breed, right? Allow people to just walk in and imagine if we had TikTok in this room, right? Thousands of people here. That's what it would be like, just questions. I have no idea how we'd even begin to tackle that, right? You'd have to actually have like a fucking mod to go through and vet questions and put people in the line themselves and stuff like that. But it's still just shocking to me that people, you get on your computer, you sit down, you have this thing you're wondering about, you go on the internet, you're searching whatever, you're trying to find answers, you know about tarot, you go on YouTube, you find me, immediate question. No other words, just directly into question, right? The thing that you need. It's just wild to me, right? Drive-through window, effectively. It's crazy. Not a hangout, let's get a feel for what's going on here in this room, like nothing. This is crazy. Oh boy, Artemis. You want another one? You want yours? I'm gonna put your name in right. Okay, I know there's an I at the end of it, but I know what it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna be a dreamer with you and put an L at the end, okay? You want to make the nice man mean. Or at least the man who attempts to be nice mean. Okay, all right, okay. Well, as you can see on the screen, I'll read this to you. Some of you like to be humiliated. The purpose of this spread is to make the nice man on the screen say mean things about you. 3 questions. Something you do that everyone hates. Why you're just so special. And what you'd say about someone else if they acted like you or acted like this. Okay? I try real hard to be nice, but for some reason, people seem to enjoy this one. We're gonna get my most blunt deck. She's not mean. She's just forward. Okay? creative writing project. You haven't seen our library, have you? I wonder if it would tell me how many words are in there. Completely. Does it say? It tells me how many words are in the document I'm looking at, but what about the library as a whole? I don't know. We can try that later. 3 cards. Okay? I agree, by the way. Okay. All right. Well, are you ready? God. These things just love to talk about the best of us, don't they? When used this way in particular. Right? We divine all these fascinating ways to make the cards a little nicer to us. And sometimes they're just not, right? Not to say that these are or are not. I haven't really looked, honestly, just yet. But hilarious to me. It just loves to call out things like stagnation and places where we're perhaps not being completely honest, or, you know, using shit to get a one-up or whatever. But anyways, proceeding with your very, very polite and loving spread, Artemis. Something you do that everyone hates. This is a multifaceted card. Okay. This is another Whore Madonna card. Okay. When I say Whore Madonna, what do I mean? Meaning this can represent both innocence and passion, specifically lusty kind. Okay. This is the only queen, and I keep seeing this fucking queen. We need to have a discussion, okay? But this is the only queen that sits this way with her legs spread like this, okay? So she's clothed, right? But remember, this is a queen of passion. So this is water and fire, right? Okay? I'm going to read this to you, though. A strong personality, proud and charismatic. Determination and perseverance are your keywords. Okay? So this is somebody who is so comfortable with themselves that even, okay, this cat here, this is meant to represent a familiar, a pet, right? But specifically, it's an all black cat, right? This is that whole matter of yin and yang, the forces of light and shadow at work, okay? This person is so comfortable with themselves, so sure of everything, just so fucking cool. Even, you know, the emo kids want to hang out with you. You're not only popular with the jocks, right? You're popular with the uncool kids. You're popular with the emo kids, with the esoteric kids, that kind of shit. You are just too cool for school. This is how you sit in every chair you ever encounter, just like this. Non-committal at best. Okay? This would also just take note of how even the queen is focused on her sunflower hair, right? You absolutely resonate with the energy of go against the mold, okay? You guys are doing this shit. I'm having a party over here. Y'all are lame. Okay? I could do that. I'm busy. Okay? You get the idea. And even more insulting to you still, you know, queen energy. So, it's got jokes. All right. Just take note too here. The lions on the throne. So you sit on a throne, effectively, of self-perceived strength, is what this would say. Anyways, also just take note, that's also the astrological sign for Leo, right there. The lion, okay? Anyways, moving on. What just makes you so fucking special? This card, okay? For you, with the Hanged Man showing up, apparently, you don't have to do a fucking thing, okay? Things just come to you easily, all right? Or at least that's the mindset you have. I don't know whether that is true or not, but that's what you seem to think. You just have to exist, okay? Speak up here and there, get your point in, and that's it. It's all the effort you gotta put in, man. That's nothing, right? You are fucking God's gift to Earth. All things should just come to you, right? You're laying on the couch, chilling. Someone else is hand feeding you grapes, right? So, must be fucking nice. All right, I'm gonna read this to you though. Self-sacrifice, ignoring societal expectations, gaining new perspectives if it were upright, or playing the martyr if it were upright, but neither are true here. This is in the Spheres 3 and Spheres 5 of the Tree of Life, okay? So form and correction. The simple sentence correction to form is apropos. So form itself may grow stagnant and calcified, in which case correction applies a therapeutic shakeup. What is this saying to us? So in this time of reflection, if we hadn't worded our question in such a way of what makes you so special, right? In this time of reflection, we would expect someone to come out of this with perhaps some new ideas, right? Some realizations, right? All that blood to the head resulted in something, surely, right? Well, for you, no, we just hang out here all the time. Honestly, what makes you so special? Well, your laziness. Pretty much. Your ability to just hang out while the world around you crumbles and just see what happens, pretty much. Participation, man, for you, your grades in school, A on the project for what you turned in, but for group participation, fucking 0. Nothing. Okay. Moving on. What would you say about someone else doing what you do, saying what you say, thinking what you think, etc.? What would you say about them? Effectively, what would you say about yourself if you saw yourself? Okay. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. All right. This is... if you want the real short version of this, the insulting version, someone would just call you a poser. Right? Outside looking in, this is, yeah, okay, you're right, but I see what this will cost you in the end, right? I know you may have won this argument, but you're gonna go home and think about me for fucking weeks, right? So again, I say, in short form, you're being called a poser, right? You wear the mask of everything's fine here. We're confident, we're sure of ourselves, but we're not, right? That's what you would say about someone else. You might look on them and think like, ah, man, just what a shame, lying to ourselves, right? That kind of deal. Or as well, you could, in a nicer light, you could argue that this is someone, you may look at them and say to them that they are more powerful than they realize. But this is a roast after all, so fuck you, it's the other one. No niceties here, none. Okay? I can't even help it. I'm sitting here trying to think of all the ways to use these to build you up, and that's not what this spread is for. What is the point of me? Well, do you feel fucking awful? You should, Artemis. I don't know. Is that what I'm supposed to say? This is not my preferred method of usage for my decks, but you know, part of my whole thing, right? When asked anymore what I do, it is just simplest for me to reply with "I serve." I will obviously I will explain this, but in that sentence, I serve, obviously, to a degree that I can. Ask me, I'll tell you. While I, you know, the whole point of the channel is to help build people up. If you're preferred, if the way I build you up is by tearing you down with these, so be it, you know. This is, for me, this is like being in the bedroom and you and your lover are still getting acquainted with one another, if you will. And they have asked you to slap them as hard as you can, right? Are you the type that hesitates, or do you just fucking full bore go for it? I'm the type to clarify, you know? Well, hold on. Wait just a moment here. Please, okay? Some of you, apparently, just want to fucking bleed from a bare hand. Just hours of butt slap. I guess you like that. Not for me to judge, right? Like I said, I serve, so... Clarify first. Yeah. Yes, please. Right? It sucks. God. Just from the dude perspective, meeting girls that like that, right? Like having been with lovers that are like that. And the society that we live in, it puts me in a position where I have to like genuinely question how much I trust this person, right? Are you the type that's going to get mad at me in like 2 days and, you know, I put bruises on you and you're going to call the police on me or not? I genuinely have to weigh these fucking things out. So, you know, tell me what you want. I will accommodate to the best of my ability. Preferably in a way that does not result in me in handcuffs. Right? I'm not real big on bodily harm. Might come as a shock to you. But not my bag. However, some of you apparently prefer to be verbally assaulted by the man on the screen. If that is what you want, then so be it. I forget the name of the restaurant. I think it's just called Dick's. I think. But it's a restaurant. You go there and they give you these little hats. They're like these big poofy hats and they write stuff on them. But they usually say mean things about you, you know? And then your server, when they come, that's all they do. They're just very, very mean to you the whole time. I've been to one of these and it's hilarious. When that's what you want, obviously, but... Oh, follower goal started. Oh, wow, we're on our way to 250. Crazy. Jesus Christ, we're up to 239 people. Awesome. Thank you, you little sweeties. I don't know. I don't know. I've dated some crazy women. I had one girl throw a bicycle at me. That was fun. I mean, a whole bicycle, an entire bicycle, like an adult bicycle. Picked it up, little light fucker, just hucked it at me. She was upset with me because we didn't have enough money to afford a cab ride home. We had to ride our bikes to the bar, but we got too drunk, or well, one of us did anyway. A little difficulty getting home. You know? Yeah, she threw a bicycle at me. Later, she broke the window to our house. It was awesome. Our apartment, but still. Just walked right up to the back window that's like right over the kitchen sink and just punched it. All right, tight. Yeah. Very interesting days, those drinking days. Don't miss that shit. Yeah. We've been through some stuff. What can I say? Well, yeah, we can go ahead and get this off the screen. Hey, Artemis, questions? I don't think so, right? No, you were already talking about clarity. You know, it would, and I, to a degree, in some ways, on certain days, I would certainly prefer it to stay that way. You know? It's not really on my list of shit to do, to have a bicycle thrown at me. You know? God. That's how spicy life was at the time. I wonder how that poor girl's doing now. I hope she's alright. Last I heard, she wanted to move to Thailand. I hope she got there. Those lows highlight the beauty of our peak moments, so to gift us a better perspective to enjoy peaceful prosperity. My friend, let's see if I got the right one. Sure do. It's like in life. You've got to have a little sadness once in a while so you can know when the good times come. I'm waiting on the good times now. Courtesy of Mr. Bob Ross. He definitely did not say that December 4th of 2025, by the way. Nobody's lost. Hopefully she got to Thailand. I genuinely mean that. That was a real big thing for her. I hope that worked out. We were not healthy for each other whatsoever. I have no ill will toward any of my previous partners. But I agree. I agree, Tarot of the Soul. That's why he lives on here. In me, and now in all of you, who even if you didn't know who Bob Ross is, now you do. Go look up that beautiful afroed man, that very sweet, sweet soul. Even his son, little sweetie. There's I can't remember, I think it's a subreddit. People go to thrift stores and then they watch Bob Ross videos, but they get a painting that's already done and then they just add, their own shit to it. Their own, there's a guy who just likes to add like huge rubber duckies to ponds. And I mean like absurdly huge rubber duckies, but painted in to an already done painting. It's fascinating. I wish I knew how to paint. I'm real good painter. You want to see? Ready? What do you want me to paint? Give me anything. I'll paint it. You ready? Check it out. Here, self-portrait. All right. Here's our head. Here's a little ear. Here's another little ear. Okay. Here's our little eyeballs. All right. Yeah. All right. Here's a smiley face. Our giant nose. Okay. Here. How do we do a tie? Here's a tie. Okay. Here's a tie. Here's a little vest thing. A little suit jacket. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right. Things are going well. I don't want to hear a word. Okay. And then we got some little arms here. All right. We got some little arms. Yep. This looks just like me. And then a hand. All right. There's some fingers. Okay. We got some fingies. I don't know how many that was. I hope it was enough. Apparently we are misshapen. There you go. We got to put a little sparkle on his head to be accurate. There's me. We did it. Can you see? Can you see the resemblance? Oh, I'm sorry. He's gotta have glasses. Jesus Christ, look at him now. Yeah, that looks like me, right? Just like that. Yeah. Here's my stylus. There you go. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere just yet. We're just let me save this masterpiece real quick. Yes. I don't have anybody in the queue. Sorry, who said that? Whoever wants a reading, please. The thing way up at the top there. Exclamation point join, get you a reading. Who wanted reading? Antonia Phelps. Yes, you may. You are the only person in our queue, but just in case anybody else wants a reading here. Antonia Phelps. G-A-I-L, whatever it is. What can I do for you, my dear? I can make you anytime you want. Even my phone, right? I can pop the little stylus out. We can make a little dog, right? Here's a dog. Little dog nose, okay? Little foot, all right? And then a little body, and another little leg, another little leg. Dog leg, okay? Little tail, all right? Bam. Dog. We did it. I can do this whenever you want. Okay? Just saying. No need to worry about if it's the first one or, any of that shit. I'll make you one right now. Special just for you. $1,000. Antonia Phelps, G-A-L. Will you ever get out of this toxic situation you're in? Yes, you will, my dear. So, as we're doing kind of generals, I'm going to return kind of a general back to you, okay? We're going to do a Lenormand pull. These are kind of like tarot cards. They have pictures, they have keywords, they have meanings. But they're used in a bit of a different way, slightly. We draw 2 cards. They just give us a little miniature reading, okay? So, question. Reply. Crossroad and key are what you get. So, before we even go further, the reason I tell you yes, obviously you want out of this scenario, which tells me you will do what you need to get out of this scenario. I think Crossroad is way down here. No, that's cross. Crossroads is right there. Okay. So this is where we're at right now, just so you can see the art on the cards. All right. Crossroad. Key. Key can be secret, for instance. Crossroad, a choice, obviously. We know this. But the way these work is the right card affects the left card. Okay? So, this is not your full read, but just a little miniature what the heck's going on here, okay? But let's look. Right choice. Right choice is what this wants to tell us, okay? Just so you have some reference. Crossroad, again, we already know. Choice, options, decision, paths, and key. Solution, revelation, certainty, answer. All right? That's just where we start. Crossroad key. It would appear my deck agrees with me. Yes. In the interest of getting you some more information, I'm just going to pull you 3 cards. Okay? Let me put these back. And we're going to go to the Wild Unknowns Tarot by Kim Kranz. I'm not going to ask any specific question, okay? Literally shuffle 3 cards. Just see what they have to say. Okay? I hope that's K. Casino shuffle. Final cut, final shuffle. In the reverse order. 3 cards. Okay. This is why I wanted to do this. So. Whoa. Too many buttons. Did that pop out? It sure did. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Reversed. 5 of Cups. Upright. And 6 Wands. Reversed. I don't know what you got going on, but my God, if I could hug you, I would. Antonia Phelps. You're going to have one of those. Here's the art on your cards. I'm going to show it to you upright, okay? Here's your 4 of Pentacles, okay? 4 is the number of structure. Just think 4 walls, 4 pillars, right? So, this guy here is a representation. Upright would be things like financial stability, good health, right? Good fortune, structure, security, and matters of earth, pentacles, okay? This is things like our health, our career, your literal routines, the physical world around you, okay? This is the card of misfortune, all right? So, I would argue this is the current state of us, right? Now then, this thing. What's next? Well, we see 3 cups spilled before us, right? We're wearing all black here, kind of like we're at a funeral, right? This is grieving, right? This is loss, disappointment. Okay, but this card comes to us to remind you of something in either form of the art here, okay? You see the cups above our horse here? Well, when we look at the image just from the bottom half, all we see is the sad darkness, right? But if we would just look up, there are cups. There is light. Okay? Now, in the traditional art, you'll see 2 cups here, right behind you. So yes, there has been loss, there has been disappointment, right? These are emotions we're still dealing with and heavily focused on. This is where the grief comes from, the stress, this is the depressing thoughts, if you will. But remember, all is not lost. Okay? You got 2 cups sitting right behind you. Cups in tarot are emotions, our feelings, our intuition. Right? So, all is not lost. Please remember, take inventory of what we do have, what serves us now, what we can use, and don't put all our energy on this, what we have lost. Right? Okay? Focus on the new beginning. 2 in tarot, the duality, the choice, okay? The time for action. 2 leads to 3, right? Growth. So, look for areas where we can grow emotionally from this. Okay? Finally, your last card. I only ever keep 1 word for this card, and it is victory. Okay? We're going to read you some stuff. Let us go to the book. Let's look at 1 book, shall we? Sorry for bumping you. That's 3. That's 4. This is 5. This is 6. The 6 are rods or clubs. This is from an older version of interpretations, okay? The reversed meaning of the 6 of wands in your case. Even when this card is reversed, the interpretation is positive, and you will achieve your desires. In this position, the 6 of wands tends to delay matters, so perhaps you will get what is due to you in time. Have patience and don't force an issue. Okay? It is better to let luck come to you, because you only waste your energy by pushing for results now. Okay? So, victory's here, but blocked for the moment. So again, I say to you, yes. Yes. When, I do not know. Make sure you are doing everything you can to be in alignment with that right there. That's your W, your win, your high five, your fuck yeah. Okay? You're on your way. Keep going, please. Okay? Questions? Concerns? Suggestions? Comments? Oh, I like this song. Oh yeah, Antonio Phelps, I like that. Fuck yeah. I would show you my guns, but I got none, you know? I'm a computer nerd. I sit inside all day, dude. I don't work out. Are you out of your mind? I do push-ups and shit, but that ain't gonna make you ripped. No questions, I presume? I'm putting this away. I'm glad I'm glad you came. I'm very glad you came. See, I sit here and I start up the stream some days and I wonder why it is that, you know, we're on, right? Not like in some like, oh, why am I here way, like, who do I need to talk to kind of way, right? Just always very curious, because some days it's very much so like, I don't think I need to stream today. And for whatever reason, my little brain and heart and etc. go, no, man, you get your ass on there. Someone needs to talk to you, and I argue. Today it was you. You're welcome. Because as far as I have come to understand it, 'tis why I exist, to help. Hopefully we're not fucking that up too, you know? But yes, you're very welcome, my dear. I hope whatever that's about, you get it figured out. None of my fucking business, but I hope you get it figured out. I'm just happy that is useful to you in some way. The queue is open. Wow, technically we've only done 4 readings today. Oh, I guess we've done 5. Who knows? Who gives a shit? Green jacket, yellow jacket. Artemis, are you still here? Did you do a spread for me? Did you do it? No, you probably didn't. Fucking send it and I didn't even look, huh? What did mine say? You have me very curious. And what spread did you do? Did you do a mind, body, soul on me? Did you even do it? I've been wanting to have some spiritual help with answers, but never have the money to do so. Got you? You wish you could pay me. It's okay. I wish I could pay me too. We're all broke. It's okay. Do not worry about it, Antonia. Listen, we get into discussions about payment when we're talking about, 30 minutes, an hour, etc. Right? Or being in person when I'm like actually at an establishment, right? I have to charge. Right? Right now, this is my free time. There's a reason I keep the spreads kind of small, so we can try to talk to as many people as we can. But for those that do want some deeper stuff, right? Stuff that I can't even do on stream necessarily, private time is available. But I would like to pay my rent and eat. That's all. So, I don't mean for the stream to be like a little teaser and tell you that I can't help you without money, but literally we're doing a thing while we're on the stream, right? So, you said you've been wanting to have some spiritual help with answers, but okay, I got that. Yeah, we have a Discord room. I share like spreads in there and stuff. I don't know if you do tarot stuff yourself or any of the other stuff that we do here. Okay, but that is not the Discord. Okay, I'm informed that apparently some people use this as some ploy to get you to go buy shit. There's nothing to buy here. There's private time to buy with me if you want that, right? But otherwise it's literally just a place to go hang out. But I put like spreads in there, the stuff that you see in the journal, like back here, all this crazy stuff. Okay, I love it. I'm waving my hand down here, you can't even see it. But all this stuff I will share sometimes in Discord. So like a spread, for instance. I don't know that I shared this one. Let's see. Like the one we just did a little bit ago. Something, the roast spread. I don't know that I've shared this in our Discord yet. Let's see. I don't think I did. Nope, I sure didn't. Okay, so see, times like this are when I would pop this little guy open, and we're gonna go grab my file from Le Codex Viridia. Okay, we go here, we go to the dailies, and then we get the roast one, and then we go here, and then we go like that, and we press enter, bam, and then we give our signature green heart because I like green. There you go. Have yet to figure out how 2026 social media changes. Yeah. Well, we all are, right? But there you go. There's how you send me private messages. I have not had anyone yet take me up on coming into the Discord channel and just talking to me privately in voice. We can go to a private voice channel and you can just tell me what you need, right? Then you don't even have to type your question. And I will do my best to not share what your questions are and just do your reading, right? Then it's literally just you and me talking, no one else. But, you know. Oh, this thing's just got bangers. This is another song I like. I forget this guy's name, whoever does the music for Stream Beats. I need them to make like 9 million more songs. Miss Anne Marie Angel. Oh, cool. Right on. I'm glad somebody here can art. It certainly is not me. Ha. For sure. But our queue is open. What are we at? It's 4:07. We've been on 2 hours or so. I don't know. We'll hang out a little bit longer. Just in case, if anybody does want a reading from me, now would be the time to get it. Because I am soon to log off for the day. I'm going to go eat some food. Anymore, we've been doing, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 hour streams here or there. Lately, they've been about 2.5 hours, but it's seeming more and more like I have to do multiple streams in the day. I need one for like the breakfast people, for the lunch people, and for the dinner people, Miss Anne Marie Angel. You want just a thinking, feeling, doing? I'm just glad. I don't know. Some people come here just to listen to the music, I think. And not even I think, I know. I'm cool. Right on. If you just want to come chill, listen to some weirdo talk about, crazy art on cards and stuff, I'm your guy. We'll have a giggle, have a gab. I may even insult you, apparently. If you're into that shit, I'm not here to judge your kinks. Okay, so 3 cards. 2 of Pentacles, Death reversed, and Ace of Cups reversed. Thinking, feeling, doing. So, I already forgot. 2 of Pentacles, the Juggler, yes. Death, Ace of Cups. We're already here pretty much. Alrighty. Can we see him? Sure can. Alright, dearie. Hi. Rosie Posey. How are you? Miss Anne Marie Angel. Thinking. Got a lot on her mind. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you. Juggling many things at once, having too many balls in the air, awareness of the cyclical patterns of life, and using those patterns to one's advantage. Okay? A little bit of an unspoken about aspect of our juggler here. Even in the original tarot, technically, the mage, okay, the magician, the magus, in some decks, he's already known as the juggler. Many tools and options available to us. So, you are apparently exploring the many actual need to do's today, it would appear, or at least you were, I'm not sure. Okay? Just take note, too, that in here, there's a little hidden infinity symbol. Okay? Strength. The 8. Strength. As far as this deck is concerned, right? This system, 8 is strength in this version of tarot. But you got a little hidden bit of strength in there, okay? That's what we're thinking about. Stuff we got to do. Exactly. How we are feeling. So this is a multifaceted card for you. I'm gonna grab our book to read some stuff for you. Out of curiosity, because I haven't even looked in here for what this says. This would typically be something we need to release that we have not yet. So specifically in the realm of feeling, we have a blockage. Okay. Let's see. Our reversed meaning. So, when reversed or surrounded by negative cards, which I argue we are not but one, juggler's not necessarily negative, right? The meaning is a little different. Is a little different from the upright meaning. However, there is more of a sense of dread about this card. You may view any changes with horror and be prone to depression and anxiety. However, fate seems to be more flexible when the card is reversed, giving you a little more control than you otherwise possess. It may be that circumstances force your hand into making drastic but necessary change. Okay? Unpleasant as this prospect may sound, the alternative of stagnation, boredom, and the ultimate loss of the spark of your personality is infinitely worse. Be brave when the death card appears. It's time to show what you're made of. Okay? So like I said, this could be an idea, a project, a something, a thing we need to just let go of, and we are not releasing of it. Okay? By choice or otherwise, I cannot say. But this is not, not the doom and gloom card everybody makes it out to be. It is sometimes, depending on what we're doing. Here it is not, okay? Just, something in regard to how we're feeling. Perhaps time to repurpose it. This has been kind of a, I don't mean it in a rude way, but you've been going through a lot, so this is unsurprising to me, right? I don't think it should be surprising for you either. Just my take. But, moving forward. What we're doing. All right. Our Ace of Cups, okay, talks directly to this. This would be, just so you get an idea here, our aces are typically seen as the seed for a suit, right? This is the beginning of feeling, if you will, okay? A new emotion or relationship surfaces, the potentials and opportunities that such emotions can bring us. A gift of goodwill in the middle of a conflict. this is reversed. So, just like we were talking about in your death card, right? This would indicate, you know, we're shutting some stuff out. Perhaps that maybe we should not be. I don't know. 1 second, please. We need the Ace of Cups. Reversed. Turbulent emotion and a lack of connection with other people occur when the Ace of Cups is overturned. Self-confidence may be running low, creating feelings of loneliness and insecurity. Perhaps a relationship is not making you happy, or you know that you may have pinned a fond hope on someone who is not worthy of your love. When this card is reversed, you will need true affection to help you to regain your emotional equilibrium. Okay. That is a super old interpretation, and our question is a little different because this is what you're doing right now. So I argue still, this is talking directly about this. New emotions are blocked because of whatever this is. Alrighty. I mean, not alrighty, but, you know. There you go, Miss Anne-Marie Angel. Nothing to reverse for you here, sadly. But in a way that also means, you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing, apparently. Right place, right time. But the shitty part about right place, right time, is it the place you want to be, or is it the place that we just have to be? You know? Oh, sorry. 3 times I bumped the mic today. Just seeing if you're all awake. Apparently no one's awake. All right. When do we turn our channel just into a radio station? It's not even me. It's just a picture. You know, it's just the Be Right Back screen all the time, like 24/7, playing just this, just so you can come hang out. I know, me too. I didn't want to be awake. I woke up at 5 a.m. Didn't sleep enough. Then I went back to bed for a little while, like 4 hours later. I don't even choose them. My hands are here. This is just it's an on shuffle playlist of Stream Beat stuff. That's it. All I had planned, I'm gonna eat food. I got the hunger. I didn't earlier, but I do now. I'm gonna eat food, read some stuff, go hang out with people. Later this evening. What time is it? 4:19? Yeah, so in like 6 hours. Go say hi to people I love. What are you gonna do? I figure we'll take this to 2.5 hours fully. Mocha 898. I'm not dying of hunger, but I got the hunger. Mocha 898. You get here just before we're working towards shutting the stream down. What can I do for you, dearie? Would you like I don't know. You want a rune? I know what you want. You want a rune? You want an oracle? You want cards? You want dice? All the things. Is that what we want, my love? All the things. That's just a guess. Hell yeah. I got books to read. I'm hopeful. After this, I'll probably play some flute and, see if I can't work out why I can't read a book right now. But it's not even just a book. It's just anything. I just feel, I cannot explain it. I feel this great call to something and I don't know what the fuck it is. I probably am forgetting to do something that I need to, and I don't know what it is, so, sorry, future me. We tried. You know what I mean? We tried, buddy. I don't know what the problem is. Couldn't tell you. So, therefore, we will meditate, and then we'll try to read a book, and then we'll meditate, and then we'll try to read a book, and then we'll meditate, and then we'll try to read the book. We'll continue this pattern for decades and decades and decades, if we're lucky. All right, Mocha. Gotta mix the bingo box up. No peeking. This one. Hold on. This is not Kanaz. Shit. I don't remember. It's all right. We tried. What is it? Someone smarter than me. Before I get it on the screen, what is it? Not Kanaz. Okay, so I had that right. What the hell is it, though? Is it over here? No. I know it's not there. Oh, wait. No. There you are. It's Yira. That's right. I forgot about this one. That tells you how much I see this one. Harvest cycles reward. There is no reverse meaning for this, obviously, so Yira is the harvest and the year cycle. Results ripening in their own time. It favors patience, consistency, and trusting process. What you've planted is coming due, and progress is often gradual but reliable. It reminds you that timing matters. Tend the work and let it mature. Okay? Got it? Good. Slow down, chaos monster, effectively. Okay. Okay. Lenormand, 2 cards. Manship. Well, Mocha, if everything keeps being about patience, what do you think it's trying to ask you to do? Now this one talks about, well, it's a ship and a man. So, take a ship to see a man, apparently. We're traveling to talk to a man, it would appear. Let's see what our combos has to say. Ship plus man. Traveling man. obviously you are not a traveling man, but I shouldn't say obviously. That gives away what's going on in the background there. But sorry. Anyway, to me, just says get on a boat to see a man. This is travel to see a man. Check it out. Ship, right there at the very top. Journey, travel, distance, commerce. Man literally just means man. A man in your life. So, no fucking clue what that's about. We need man. Yep, him. And ship. No girls allowed on the man boat. Okay. No clue, my dear. Back to you. Let us get some astrology dice. We get Pisces, Saturn, right? Yeah. Shit. Or is it Jupiter? It's Jupiter or Saturn in the 8th house. I don't remember. Let's see. This is, damn it. Is it Jupiter or Saturn? Make a call. We gotta make a call right now, right? Just decide before we look. Is it Jupiter or is it Saturn? I think it's Saturn. That one. Structure, mastery, time, more time, Mocha. More patience is coming your way. Are you ready? In Pisces, intuitively or spiritually, meaning in compassion, imagination, and our spiritual sensitivity. Our escapism, our porous boundaries, and our martyrdom. Pisces has no reversals. Looks the same both ways. House layer, 8th. In matters of intimacy, power, and transformation. So this would be depth, trust, alchemy, shared resources, control, secrecy, obsession, and fear of loss. Is what my astrology dice have to say about what you're doing. Okay. Oh, well, hi, Bee Octopus. Hi. Sweet dreams. Thank you for coming to say hello. We're just hanging out. I'm probably gonna end the stream here soon. It's almost 4:30. Anything else, Mocha? What else am I forgetting? Whoa, Credori, you got in trouble right out the gate. That's a whole lot of caps. Okay. Hi, Credori. We need an oracle card for you, Mocha. I get the feeling I don't know, you might get reprimanded here. Okay. Well, this came to me this way. That's the card that wants to talk to you. The very top card immediately jumps out of this deck. So we go no further, and it comes to us blocked. 5, Leo, blocked. I know Leo. I had to read about Leo a little bit the other day. Let us discuss. Oh, well, there you go. Now you know, Credori. But hi, I'm assuming, I'm just going to go ahead and fill the chat for you with what you wanted to say, okay? You came in to say these things. There you go. That's what you said. Just like that, right? Cool. Glad we clarified. Mocha, 5. ADHD reminder. 5 give me. 5 Leo. Action. Take your space. This is blocked, by the way. Reminder, okay? Get this out of the way. So, just as a placeholder card for you. This one. 5, okay? Be visible, light up the room, but also honor the light within others. Leo asks you to be the hearth fire of the situation. Hold other people's attention, not just for your own ego, but for their benefit, as an actor or a teacher would do. Warm their lives and be the person that people gather around to share stories. Bask in the sun, cultivate your community with love, share the bounty of your culture, and renew your spirits by living life to its fullest. Your challenge. If you're acting from a place of soul hunger, you can mistakenly think that any attention from others will fill that gaping hole. Not all attention is good attention. Stubbornness, the fear of being wrong, or the desire to be seen as the leader may blind you to what is urgently needed. Melodrama can disconnect you from the real feelings involved. The gift. Love. Leo rules the heart, so bring your energy and intention into your heart and let this chakra become a beacon. Honor the heart within each person you meet and watch the dynamics shift. Okay? Heart upright. Here he is. Rawr. Leo. So, your keyword, shine. And this comes to us blocked. Our lion is not roaring right now. We know this. Yes. There you go. There you go, Mocha. Questions? Suggestions? Comments? Concerns? Squabbles? Scallywags? Squibbles? Yeah. I think it's safe to say, Mocha, you got some shit going on over there, yeah? Again, no idea what this is about. I guess you're supposed to get in a boat and go see a man. Go see a man about a boat. No idea. As this is Lenormand, this can also represent a person in your life. I have no fucking clue. But you're supposed to go on a journey somewhere. Doesn't have to be a boat. Could be. I don't know. How cool are you? Do you have a boat? Like, a human-sized boat when we can get in? Not made of cardboard? How many people power do it get? Let me know if you have questions, Mocha. But I think it's safe to say, you're busy. So, let's see. Well, we're where I wanted to be for the stream time. It's 4:34. I hunger, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and close the queue down. We're going to come over here. What's with the random stream time, by the way? I don't know. Why not? Why not? That's why. streams anymore are kind of just at my free time, so I cannot, I don't have a set schedule for them. That's why, and at that, trying to catch different crowds, different times, right? This is when I'm available today. Tomorrow, who knows? Could be earlier, could be later, maybe not at all, maybe the whole day. I have no clue. That's why literally the best way to find out when I'm streaming is, I hate to be that guy, but to follow or sub and turn your notifications on. If I am able to, for every day, I try to hop on a stream, if I'm able to. That will continue to be the case until I don't breathe. Pretty much. Can't help people if we're not here, huh? So, that said, happy Friday. If you're going out tonight, please be safe. Okay, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Tell yourself you love you before you go out. You're very pretty. I like that shirt, that dress, that skirt, that whatever thing you're wearing. It's very nice. Looks great on you. Perfect. Anyways, I probably will stream tomorrow. I don't know, probably in the morning, like 11, 12, something like that. In the afternoon time. I usually end up, it's Friday night, okay? Usually Friday night, I'll be up till like 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning probably. I love my friends, what can I say? But anyways, enough blabbing. I'll see you later.